Can I help you,
Hard,
folks?
wasn't now?
Why are you pointing a gun at me?
Mr. Longdale?
Who's asking?
I'm the Sheriff Simmons.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
And how can I help you?
Yeah, we have a warrant for your arrest.
Is that so for what?
It's for, let us take you to Blackwater and we have a little talk.
What are we gonna talk about here? There's no need to point a gun at me now. I'm just minding my own business
You're
out this
holding a
way.
gun. If you unholster your gun, I'm not gonna point. I will stop pointing my gun.
Well, I hope that's the case now. Whoa, sir, calm down, sir.
Quit waving that about.
So come.
You want me to?
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, dude. That's one way to work with it.
Now, gentlemen, I don't know what this is about, but I think you might be confused about something here.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about this.
Uh-huh. You have been going over all around the east asking about you.
The East?
Uh-huh. Had to ride to Valentine, to Rhodes. Hell, I was even in Saint Denis, and I do not like to go to Saint Denis, sir.
Well, it's a fancy town. I don't know who would not like to go there.
It's too loud. I don't like that. So where's your friend?
Well, what friend do you speak of?
Oh, no. I fell out with you yesterday. Soft in the head. Didn't know where you were first. With the wagon.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, sir.
Uh-huh. So where's my things?
I don't know where your things are.
Uh-huh. So what are you doing out there west?
Just riding, looking for, I was about to head back to, Armadillo to, put $3 in the bank for my hunt.
Uh-huh. Say the word business.
You got yourself a nice size cougar that bit, fetch a pretty price there.
Yeah, you are coming with us, but I'll be a fair man. You just come in. Oh.
I guess my horse just ran off.
Oh,
Yep.
that is quite unfortunate.
It is. I didn't realize it was gonna kick me right off it just now. Well, I guess. Well, that was a son of a bitch right there.
You just needed to take a shit. Emergency shit.
You tell me what this is about, Mr. Simmons, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm the Sheriff Simmons. You robbed me yesterday off and took off a pump shotgun, a Schofield revolver, and a knife. I don't care about the knife, but I do care about that pump shotgun, especially that Schofield.
Well, at this point, I don't feel no need to play coy anymore, considering that I've just spent enough time with you to get a good look at me, I suppose. Maybe we can make a deal.
Shows, it's hard to miss.
Maybe I can give you my pump shotgun and my Schofield here, and we forget this ever happened. After all, it's quite wild out this way. It would be a shame if the Lobos walk up here and see a couple of deputies and sheriffs out here.
Yeah, the Lobos, they are a problem. Do you do business with them?
Who's to say my business is my own, it's personal.
Yeah, but they could help you in this situation.
Oh, they could, they couldn't. Who's to say? It's a mystery.
You talk to Mr. Caskia Bill, also known as Rattlesnake Hill.
Well, I thought we were on a different topic about perhaps we can make a deal here.
That's what I'm pointing at.
Well, unfortunately,
Have you seen them recently?
it's hard to say. They're all over the place here. New Orleans a big area.
Yeah. Have you ever met the man El Asesino?
To be honest, I'm not quite good with the Mexican names they have. They all sound the same to me. But I do know
I don't blame you.
the Lobos don't like deputies or sheriffs down here. That much they've told me at one point.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware of that, sir. So, here's the deal. Who was your friend, Mr. Lawndale?
Well, honor amongst
Yeah,
thieves
the
and all.
pump shotgun can. Here's the thing. That Schofield was actually special. That's the problem here.
Is that so? Lady friend gave it to you, perhaps? A lover? Good dear friend?
Nope, I took it off Amanda. I might get it returned later.
Is that so? Well, all Schofields shoot the same, shoot straight.
Yeah, then mine. But the grip, you hold your own for a long time.
You know, a good rap is good on any gun, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do we have a deal? Shotgun Schofield? I go on my merry way. Or you don't see me again for a long time.
Yeah, you're not coming back to Blackwater.
I don't much like Blackwater anyways.
That's a shame. Throw in $10 as well.
We'll have to
You got a
swing.
deal.
We'll have to swing by Armadillo then, hit the bank.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll follow you. If you run. Yeah.
I think so.
I get what you mean by if I run. I believe Armadillo's this way, though I'm not. I always gotta read the signs.
Hey, you're known in Valentine and Road, it seems like, Mr. Lundale.
Is that so? And what for?
Yeah. I do not know that specifically. I just talked about your red boots and gun belt. And that fine trimmed mustache.
It is a good mustache, it is.
Yeah. That day you said that's probably Riker on the London.
I know in the East I'm pretty much clean. I don't do much crime out that way, but that's my own business, I suppose. What are people saying about me out there, besides the color? I'm gonna lose this way.
Yeah.
That's it, just about my description. No one's saying one thing or another about me. East. I know people like to talk out east. They talk all day, up and down, about all sorts of things.
I don't like to listen to too much gossip myself.
Well, that's good. Gossip is
I,
never a good thing. You know, one ear to another,
Well.
story changes quite quickly.
mm-hmm. Sure does.
And that's the truth
I've
right there.
only, I got told to talk to Under Sheriff Biggs over there about you. I can unfortunately not find him.
Suppose that's a interesting thing, I guess. You know, Biggs and I go way back.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, yes, he used to be quite wild himself out here.
I heard one or two things, but never asked him out.
My question is, how well can you trust a lawman who was once an outlaw?
People can change, but then again, they can change back very easily.
It's true, and sometimes old habits are hard to break as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I met Hunter Sheriff Biggs 2-3 times.
Now, what do you think of the
We butt
man?
heads time to time.
Well, he definitely butts heads, I know that for sure. He's hard-headed and hot-headed.
Yeah. No, me and him butt heads time to time. But I respect the man. He does do work. At what cost? That's the question.
Hard to say. The cost sometimes is unforeseen in events, and it can definitely come back to be one heavy bill.
Mm-hmm. You heard about your friend, by the way? John the Lead?
No, I haven't heard that name in a while, actually.
I met the man myself. Last week, I do believe, in Valentine.
Is that so? I know he's gotten himself in a lot of trouble recently, from what I've heard from deputies and lawmen alike. Not the first to say you've seen him Valentine.
Yeah, he's a close friend of yours?
Well, a long time ago, he used to be part of this gang called the Silver Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of memories of the man, but ever since I came to Odessa, we've only but spoke once. Different ideas, different approaches to business. He decided he wanted to do his own thing, I think.
Yeah, he got into some trouble, I heard.
Is that so?
Yeah.
And he found himself at the fort, I imagine. The first time he's been to one of them.
No. He did not. He found himself 6 feet under.
Is that so? Who did him in?
Oh, some kind of gun shootout, I heard. Don't know.
other way he would want to go than a shootout.
Yeah. That was a long one. That was the only thing I was told. As I said, I don't listen to much gossip. No.
There's like John that gives him a
meet
lot
the
of
man.
problems.
Didn't meet the man. He talked a lot about Mickeys and patties. I don't know. I didn't understand it. Half he said.
A nice little rifle you got there yourself. Not too bad.
It's my backup.
I imagine that the deputies and the sheriffs end up collecting a lot of guns from people like myself.
Sometimes they keep it. Depends. But do you think I'm giving you a fair shake, yeah?
I think you are. Most deputies are not willing to make deals on things, and I'm hoping you make good at the end of it. But then again, you could always change your mind, which would be unfortunate for myself.
I say, you robbed me. I don't see it. No point, but however, if you had robbed someone else, I'm probably have taken you down.
I'm glad that you got back what was yours. It means that you're very resourceful as an individual. Did I miss a turn here, or is this still going the right way?
Armadillo is up ahead.
You're right. I think that's the lights right there.
So what did you do before you came into Odessa?
The question is, if I told you what I did for an Odessa, will you want to try to do anything about that?
Yeah, not my problem. That's how I see it.
If you want to know for real, I don't feel the need to lie to you. A long time ago, I fought for the South. 47 years old, at the age of 15. That's what I used to do when I was younger. But for this, all jobs of sorts, all kinds. You gotta make a living somehow in this dangerous world.
So what kind of people do you meet out there except the Lobos? I know there are a couple of them.
I would say hardy men, vagrants, and wanderers. Mostly. Mr. Simmons, it was good doing business with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's all straps caught to me. Are we all square now, Mr. Simmons?
Yeah, we are. Burner. Got that. Yeah, we're good. We can take off. But as I said, don't come back to Blackwater.
Well, I don't plan on it anyways. You take care of some. You have a lovely day. Enjoy a drink with your boys on a successful escapade here.
Yeah. Don't drink the water here in Armadillo.
Oh, I know better than that. You see that man right there drinking too much of it.
Yep.
Hang on the table. I'll just watch.
Sir, can I help you? Is there a reason you follow me so close?
Yeah, there is a reason I'm following you.
Why's that?
I've been asked to take you into Rhodes.
For what?
You're requested there. Somebody wants to speak to you.
Mr. Biggs? Why doesn't he just mail me then?
Because he sent me out. It's my job.
And what does he want?
I don't know. He just wants to talk to you.
Is that
Told
all?
me not to kill you or anything like that, but he wants to speak to you. Yeah.
Here's the thing. As I sees it, I'm being framed in the East. So, I don't know if you may have heard anything about that. I did see you walk through the door a couple of times. My question is the law a part of it? Am I going to go over there and get my neck broke when I arrive in the roads?
Well, I mean, if he wanted your neck breaking or something like that, then he would have put a bounty on your head, but it was no bounty. He just wants to speak to you. Here's the thing, Riker. I went into the goddamn deputy's office and I asked him if he had any bounties. Because I'm a little strapped for cash, yeah?
Yeah.
He said he has no bounties. There's nobody wanted right now. Only 2 people. And they ain't been seen for months, so it would be pointless just sending me on a goose chase. But he said, I do have a little job for you. You can go find Riker Lundale, bring him back here, because I want to speak to you. So you ain't a bounty.
All right, then I'll ride with you. But if they try anything, I'm going to try to kill everybody in that room. Because I ain't looking to get my neck broke.
All right, Riker, you do what you want to do. You selling your thing first?
Yeah, I was going to do that.
I'll pay for your ticket over the gate.
I imagine you're being paid to bring me back. Like I said, I imagine you're being paid to bring me back, Caleb West.
Yeah, I am getting paid. It ain't much, though.
I imagine they'd pay you a lot more if they wanted my head. He's saying
Yeah,
details
they
on
would.
why he wants to talk to me. Is it about the business between him and
No,
I?
he just said he wants to speak to you. That's all.
Right now, my name's Clear. But I'm hoping I arrive there and it's not going to be my last moment.
Well, I mean, if your name's Clear, then I'm guessing you have nothing to worry about, Riker.
Well, the thing
By the way,
is,
that's a beautiful horse you have.
appreciate it, but if my name's Clear, or it is, the thing is I'm being framed for something, so going back east does not seem like a good idea for me. Even if he wants to talk, the question is, am I going to show up there and he's going to say, well, actually, we've confirmed that you are guilty of a murder that you so-and-so committed, which I did not commit no murder in the East. And again, there's a lot of people out there.
What is it that you have meant to have done in the first place? I seen you inside their cell a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I saw you pop your head in, nosy as always.
That's how you gotta get by in life, you know? You gotta be nosy.
Yeah, I suspect. Before we go any further, answer me this. Is there anything in his tone that suggests that things might not go so well for myself, Caleb West?
I'll tell you this. When I left Rhodes, there's only Biggs there. No other sheriff. No deputies. Just Under Sheriff Biggs.
Yeah. You didn't say anything about
So,
what
I mean, it would be kind of stupid if he was going to try anything on his own. And no, he didn't say anything.
God damn it. Well, I'm going to play my good faith that Biggs will continue to be an honorable man, an honorable undersheriff. Because I'm not looking to get my neck broke for lies. I'd rather get my neck broke for crimes I actually committed versus crimes I have not committed.
Well, I mean, you could always be honest and just admit to the crimes that you have done. Petty crimes, I'm guessing.
Well, there's no crimes I'm wanted for in the East or West currently. Or crimes I plan on committing anytime soon.
Oh, well, like I said, you won't have anything to worry about. We got wolves.
You were nearly lunch. Look at that.
That'd have been fun, but thank you, I guess. Hey, you want to ride back and sell these things? You may need the money.
I might need the money to be. Biggs, don't kill me. I'll pay you $5 because you want to hang me for a crime I didn't commit. I love the system around here. How well does bounty hunting pay anyways?
Well, I mean, this ain't paying too well. I was, Biggs banned me from doing bounties for a couple days.
And why would he do that?
I kind of made a mistake.
Did you
I
kill
don't
the
know why I
wrong
didn't do that,
man?
though.
Did you bring in the
I
wrong
saved his
bounty?
goddamn life.
Biggs is an interesting character. He does as Biggs does, and as Biggs please. I don't think
he
Biggs
can
is
be
any
grumpy
different than...
sometimes.
Oh, that's for sure. You know about his past, do you?
No, I do not.
Here's a story for a different time.
I don't seem the kind of man who was a loyal man. A decent man. You can see that through his eyes.
I'll say one thing. Mr. Bounty Hunter West, he might be a bit wishy-washy at times. Between you and I, that is.
I ain't gonna say anything. Whatever I hear from anybody stays with me.
I care about telling us for your own good. One day he might decide he don't like you no more. As if he ever liked you to begin with.
No, I don't think Biggs likes me too much. But
And he does not like me, I'll tell you that.
Oh, come on in, let's go get this train. So, Riker,
What is it?
I was coming looking for you. I was gonna head west. I was told that's where you were, by a couple people in Strawberry.
Is that
And then
so?
as I was leaving town, you were entering town. What a coincidence, right?
Seems a lot of people are very interested about my whereabouts these days and what I'm up to and what I'm doing.
Well, I don't think it's just Biggs who's after you.
Who would that be?
Well, the fellas in Strawberry just now, when I asked if they'd seen you, they kind of laughed and they said the last time that you were seen was down in Tumbleweed. So I think maybe they were looking for you too. I think they were laughing, trying to say something like, you ain't gonna find him.
If they happen to be deputies and sheriffs?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, just them and I have done a bit of business. Personal business. Nothing to worry about. I'm fine.
Lenny, you wait there.
All right, Law D. Behave on the horse, on the road, on a train, whatever the thing is, metal horse. Right and wrong has nothing to do with it.
Well, you know, at least you're going in willfully. I mean, if you were going back on the back of my horse, if I was taking you in town on the back of my horse tied up, then, you know, he would think that you tried to make a run for it. That's a guilty conscience right there.
You might think I tried to
So
make a
riding
run
on
for
the
it when I went west, considering that I didn't want to stick around the east in case my neck gets broke because someone framed me and took me down to the goddamn forum. I don't know what to believe.
Framed you for what, Riker? I'm interested.
Murder. Man in red, dressed like myself, a man who robbed me and shot me. I dealt with now. Morgan's not like. Now all of a sudden I'm being framed for murder. For killing the man when I didn't get the opportunity to shoot the son bitch.
Well, if you were
deserved
framed
it.
for murder, well, no, actually, wait there. If you did murder somebody, then you'd be stupid to walk back into town like you are right now. right?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna go for you like this.
Again,
Just make sure you say that. Would a man be stupid enough to come back into town if he was wanted for murder? Just say that.
That's what
my
I
past
said.
isn't so clear after all as well, you know, Riker.
I'll say that for sure, but will Biggs listen to it? That's the question. Lately, Biggs enjoys the politics of the law. It's like, well, the law says you're wanted for this, so I can't just let you walk away, so you might end up on the news by accident. And unfortunate men who've not done anything have ended up on the news, he says.
Well, I mean, if Biggs keeps upsetting people like he is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was real nice a couple weeks back, a couple months back when I first met him, and then I know he's been upsetting a lot of people lately.
Yeah, he's a peckerhead. Between you and myself, you tell him that he's gonna get real pissed with me, because now that he's got the law on his side, he's become so goddamn high and mighty with power.
Yeah, it was since he got that undersheriff badge, if you ask me. right, come on. Let's get a move on. You ever been inside before?
I have, and it's quite a lovely view in a one-by-one room with a fucking little window on the roof.
Yeah, it ain't pretty.
Now, I don't mind serving jail time, but lately everyone's kicking for the news, so the fired squad or something like that these days. You know, it's funny, I came from New Alexandria here, still this fairly clean man when I arrived here, no real crimes committed, but it seems like people are just itching to cause problems for me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can clear your name.
God damn it. You're lucky I came out from the west, because if you would have gone west, Mr. West, you probably would have not found me in the desert. A little harder to see.
No, I've been west a couple times. Heard about the Del Lobos fellas? I went out to Tumbleweed. I heard that they own that goddamn town, and
Yes,
I just
they do.
thought I would stroll inside.
I'd say bounty hunters and deputies and sheriffs beware.
I ain't even seen anybody out there.
That's the thing. You don't see them until they're there. And usually about 6 of them. Strong men and big guns.
Friends of yours,
I wouldn't say friends, more like acquaintances.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you got somebody on your side.
I wouldn't even say that. I miss the smell of the lovely east, trees and flowers.
Yeah, so, why did you pick west, actually? Do you not like it out of here?
No, I just said, I told you that because I want to get far away from whoever's trying to set me up, just in case they do decide to break my neck. I might as well be gone.
Maybe you can find out who it is who's setting you up.
Hopefully Mr. Biggs might have cleared it up because he was on the case.
And that's what it could be all about. Maybe he has the name of this asshole who's been doing it to you. And then maybe I can get myself a goddamn bounty once and for all, instead of just fetching people back here.
All right, first things first, thank you, Caleb.
Don't mention it.
You rang and I answered.
You certainly did. It looks like I got the right bell to ring on. In the form of Mr. West, it's your money, Caleb. All right, Mr. Lundale, just to talk out here on the porch ain't nothing silly. Oh, we have Cuban cigars inside on a hamper. Help yourself.
I would love one. I could use a good cigar considering what I've been through.
Yep, we help yourself, Mr. That was exceptional. Well done. Next bounty, Caleb, I will reserve for you as a thank you. All right. Mr. Lundale. Mr. fucking Lundale. How the cogs do turn and the wheels do spin.
So out here, I can tell by now, everybody I've met has been talking about me, so hopefully this is good news, and I imagine so, considering that you didn't ask
It's good
ways
news,
to kill
and
me.
it's news that I don't know how you're gonna take. So I'm gonna start with the good news. I have dropped all charges for the attempted murder of a man in red, Ricky Thompson, on one Riker Lundale, and extend my apologies for making such accusations of a man.
Well, I appreciate that. Good to hear, then. I'm an innocent man once again. Long-de-da.
You are, Mr. Lundale, and you were framed.
Any idea who did it, or is it just done and dealt with?
Oh, I know who did it. I already called him and sent him up to the fucking fault.
Well, I hope his neck gets broke then.
Oh, it likely might, Mr. Lundale. It likely might. I don't think there was no malice in it, but, someone definitely don't like you. I don't know who it is. I don't have all the pieces. No puzzle, Mr. Lundale, but I was gonna say that, just count your blessings that day I saw something in you that seemed to have honor inside of it, and I know you have a past, and so do I.
Sir, good morning.
And I could tell you weren't lying. Something didn't seem right. I know I was supposed to charge you, Mr. Lundale, and not worry too much about it, but I don't want to put someone away for what they didn't do. That's the entire reason I got this badge. Or so people served what they did, and they don't for what they didn't.
Well, I appreciate that. I'd rather have my neck broke for something I did rather than something I did not do.
I agree. I would smile before I swung if I swung for something I deserve to be swung for. Which brings me to the bad news. Oh, maybe good news. I don't know, Mr. Lundale, how you gonna take it.
Well, I'm ready. All ears, Mr. Biggs.
I'll just come out with it.
So I'm assuming then either Johnny the lad is dead or he's in jail.
He's dead, Mr. Lundale.
How'd he die?
Well, he robbed the bank here in Rose. They came through. I only thought he was speeding. I didn't hear the bell go. He was on a wagon, and I told him to slow down because he was speeding, and town ordinance was to be pushed to its limits, I'd say. And he turned at me and told me to fuck off, mate, in the best way he ever said it, and then shot at me a bunch of times. I gave chase, and it was a gunfight that sprawled from Rose all the way down to St. Denis. I didn't know it was Johnny the lad at the time. I had no idea. I just thought this was some bank robber. Oh, actually, I didn't think that at all. I thought it was someone just speeding who happened to just want to shoot at me. I took it pretty personally. So I hit him a bunch of times with the rifle, and he kept running, shooting back at me all the time, and jumped off the wagon, and he ended up chasing him down, and he shot my horse just once, straight through the eye, right into its head, killed it. My horse collapsed underneath me, and he tried to run and get onto a train. He fell over getting on that train and hurt himself, and by which point I was up on his ass with a shotgun. I didn't shoot him at that point with the shotgun. I found the man who killed my horse and told him to pick a leg he wanted to not be able to walk on, seeing as my way of getting around and just being impeded, I was going to impede his much the same. He didn't choose a leg. I shot him in the left kneecap, put him over my shoulder, and brought him back to Rose. By the time he got here, he had said a lot of things to me and Deputy Benson. But the one I didn't like was he said I was soft. Anyway, I took him to a doctor, but he was asking me to shoot him. I declined. He tried to goad me and make me angry to shoot him, and I tried to get him the help from the doctor. He was coughing up blood from how many times he'd been shot in the back on account of running down to the train tracks to get that train, whatever the train fucking did to him. He pleaded with me to put him out of his misery, and I said if that's what he wanted, I would give him an honorable death. So I took him up to the hill and we gave him, I believe I gave him laudanum so he wouldn't feel the pain no more. Took him up there on the steps and I gave him a good view of St. Denis. And I asked if he had and if he wanted me to do anyone he wanted me to write. And he said, tell Rocker Lundale I'm dead. And I gave my word I would do that, and I would tell him exactly what happened. I asked if he had any last words. He just said, I don't have nothing. Could have been friends. Turns out we weren't, and that's a shame. But I'll see you in hell, Biggs. Told him I'd see him there, and I shot him.
Well, ain't that unfortunate for Mr. Baldy then. Now, him and I, when we came here to Odessa, we did part ways for the most part after numerous big jobs and other successes, but he's kind of a wild gun. Became more wild as time gone on, reckless, always shooting. I had a feeling that he was already dying a long time ago, Mr. Biggs. It was only a matter of time before he went out the way he wanted, and I think he got what he wanted there.
Well, yeah, I think outlaws are a dying breed, Mr. Lundale, and gave him the respect he deserved at the end, even if we did kill my fucking hogs.
Well, that's how it is. Man controls his own life. You did what you did. He shot at you, you shot at him. Sounds about something he would do.
Hello.
Yeah. I just said that I would keep to my word and tell you. I wasn't sure if you'd care too much. But when I was taking the bank bonds off of him, that coin dropped out, and I thought it might mean something to you.
Yeah, we didn't make very many of these. These were, it was more of a gift to him as my second-hand man back then after, he robbed a train once for deputies, carrying about, $1,000 in bonds. Robbed it successfully, and, with some of the money we had, some of these coins printed as a memento for our success. Only about 3 of these in the world. Looks like you're gonna get busy soon instead of shooting town.
What was that? Sorry. I didn't hear anything you just said, Mr. Lundy, about no train. I didn't hear that.
That was
obviously
a long place, long time ago, different land, different time.
All right.
Now here in Odessa, of course.
Well, that's fine by me then. Well, Mr. Lundell, that's about all I had for you. Once again, do apologize on behalf of Road Sheriff Office, more importantly myself, for what I did. I hope you don't take what I did personally. It was a tactic to scare the truth out of you, and I believe it worked. And it actually proved your innocence. I was never going to shoot you, Mr. Lundell.
Well, I understand the tactics. You definitely have me worried for a bit because I like my neck not being broke. Well,
well, Mr. Lundell, I had to be done. And once again, I apologize for that. And like I said, all charges have gone away, so you're going to be just fine. Hello there, Sheriff. How you doing? Oh, what did he say? Oh, I'm gonna break his legs. I'm gonna break his legs. I did not say that. I said no message, just introduce himself and give the money, is what I said.
Well, I might as well get out of your hair.
All right, Lundell, make yourself scarce fast. Be safe.
Mr. Longdale, is there something we can do for you?
Not much. I was curious. Actually, I have a question. But it's because from myself, recently acquitted of charges and a clean and clear man again. No longer running from the law or dealing with the law. By any chance, did you figure out who went to jail for, what's it called, setting me up, I guess. Biggs wanted to tell me, just told me he got the news. I was just curious who it was.
No, we don't actually know. Quite frankly, I didn't know you were being, I mean, most of us didn't know you were being set up for anything. Last we heard you were out west somewhere, but beyond that, hadn't kept up too much to you.
Well, I did go
I'd
out
have a little
west.
chat with you afterwards. But, yeah, we had quite a hard time finding you, honestly.
As I sees it, when someone trying to set me up, I'd rather not risk my neck being broke for something I didn't do. So I made my way to west until things out here were cleared up, because now information is going to be wishy-washy. Maybe someone says one thing that happens to make it seem more real than it is. And then the law decides that's fact, and then they break your neck, and you end up being an innocent man. I'd rather displace myself before finding out what the verdict is, and then return once the verdict has been made. That's if it's in my favor,
Enough,
of course.
I suppose. But, yeah. Didn't even know some I mean, like, when you say set you up for what specifically?
Framed me for murder of the man Red.
Murder?
Yeah. Now, Riley, by the chance, I remember Bobby Redson said you had something for me before I left town.
I believe that item's actually in Bobby's possession, although I don't know if he's done anything with it at this point. Probably be a discussion you'd want to have with him.
Is Bobby around by any chance? He's, I haven't seen him since I arrived in town.
I've not seen him, but I've kept to the market mostly.
So, and who's your lady friend here, by the way? Pardon me for being rude. My name is
there, lads.
Rocker Lundy. Oh, Bobby, good to see
the
you.
devil, and he shall appear.
Riley said that you have the thing that you want Riley to give me.
Did he now?
Yeah. But it might be in your
What else did
possession.
Riley tell you?
He told me that they don't know who had rightfully framed me. I asked him. I was about to ask you as well if you knew by any chance, because I talked to Deputy Biggs. All he told me is that they got hung and neck cracked up the fort, but you didn't tell me who it was.
Hold that thought, man. I'm gonna have myself a smoke till we can have a word, eh?
No, not a worry. I'll be around. Well, besides, Riley, how have you been? You winning any fist fights recently?
Not been fist fighting too much myself personally.
That's so. I was really hoping you would have broken out this Jimmy's nose in that fist fight at the Mud Festival. I would have loved to see that.
I suppose not. Is what it is. How have you been? Went out west, you said, yeah? How was that for you?
It wasn't such a bad trip. The heat was awful, but the scenery was different for sure. I've never ever been in the desert before now. Quite a long way to ride out that way.
Did you make yourself any
Not
friends?
very safe out there either.
I would say only acquaintances. Friends, now that is a hard thing to come by in this world, Riley.
Suppose it is.
Yep.
Well, what do you plan to do now?
I don't know yet. Maybe get my own little company together. Conduct some new business in Odessa. Not sure just what yet, but I need to find the people first. I think it's my plan so far. But I think I might as well enjoy my newfound freedom for a bit. Pour and drink and enjoy myself.
Suppose if that's what you're after, yeah.
I do enjoy it. I guess that is what I'm after. I appreciate your help once again for helping me look for the man in red. Only if we looked a bit longer, I would have been shot in the streets from the rooftop.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I suppose.
Alright. When Bobby walked up, I was just asking your lady friend here what her name was.
It's Miss Amelia Lundale.
A pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Pleasure to meet you again as well.
Where did we meet last before? You do seem familiar, but I've been in quite a busy week.
Third or fourth time.
Third or fourth time now.
Yeah, you was in Rhodes up on that wagon selling stuff last week.
That is right. I remember now. I've been in such a rush
And I told
lately.
you I don't take free samples. Yep.
Yeah, I remember now. Well, the good news is I did sell my entire stock of remedies. I'll make more at some point, but I haven't had time considering current events.
Understandable.
I'll look around the market here while I wait for Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, how are you doing?
There's a nice little market
Tomorrow
here.
will be better.
There's plenty of things to sell. If I had a farm, I would know
Try
what
to
about
keep it that
chickens.
way.
Right, how far west have you been?
Oh, went out there a couple times for horses, but kind of stayed out in the desert areas, not too much to the cities.
Did you ever see
Oh, they're tabbing.
what they would call a gilly,
How are you?
a gila monster?
You want to know for yourself?
A Gila monster, no.
Oh, are you?
It's a real big black and orange lizard. The biggest damn lizard I've ever seen.
Pigs.
Where do you think you're going, eh? Yeah, you know better. Back
I heard they're
way.
good for making gloves.
Don't know. I'm not too much into glove making. I usually tend to pour mine. Not much of a leatherworker or carpenter.
Well, neither am I. I was just told by a fella out there. I was asking why he was skinning that thing. Apparently they make good gloves.
What's that then?
Now, Gila Monster, you ever seen one of them out west?
I have not.
Well, they are a sight to see, I'll tell you that. They are big lizards, about the size of my leg, orange and black, with nasty temper. I've seen one
Yeah,
before.
sounds about right. I try not to go out west too often. When I do go out there,
It's just about everything you find out west.
that's about right.
The West is definitely a place that would either break a man or make a man sharper. This is how I see it.
Or just melt a man from how hard it is.
There's that as well. When I rode down there, I was wearing my finest clothes, and I was baking in it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be catching me wearing this out there, I'll tell you that much.
Usually I dress for a tie of being framed and having the chance of my neck being broke out of noose for wrongfully committed crimes that I did not commit myself. I did not want to stick around roads just in case whoever framed me decided they wanted me gone for sure, and they were able to put in a little bit more lies here and there and so on.
Sure. You wouldn't have a word about that in private.
I would like a word of that in private, Bobby.
Fantastic. Wanna come with us, Tabby?
Sure. Why not?
All right. How you doing there, Miss Amelia? I'll be with you in a moment. This is the suffice. How you been, Miss Londale?
Other than the long journey I've been on, running through cacti, thorns, and dirt, and dealing with the lawmen and so on, other than that, I've been doing just fine now that I've been acquitted of all charges. Honestly, it feels like life can go back to being normal.
That's good, mate. So what do you want to know?
I was curious if you knew the name of the man that, I'm gonna say my own name, that Mr. Big set up to the fort who framed me. I'm curious if you did get his neck broke or is he just serving jail time? If you know anything about that by any chance.
If I did know anything about that, what would you do with the information?
Well, out of curiosity, but I guess I would like to confront the individual, ask him why.
What if I knew why?
I'd be interested then.
And what if I told you it wouldn't be a problem for you going forward?
Well, that's good to hear then. I'm just more curious if he actually got his neck broke or not. That would please me to know.
It won't be a problem for you, mate.
Is that so? I guess it's more than...
What do you know about the man in red?
Man in Red, Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he robbed me. I know that he shot me. And you told me that he got away. I don't know if he's the one who framed me. I assume it was him.
The man in red is dead.
Well, that's good to hear then.
I told you that he was an escaped man to save you the needing to tell a story.
I see.
What I didn't expect was you to be snatched up by the law, or to be framed. All that wasn't supposed to happen.
That I did not see coming as well, because if I say I commit a crime, I'm a lot wiser than just to walk right into town just for the law to take me up like that. Sitting there playing the piano, next thing I see is Big walk in saying, "Riker Lawndale, you're under arrest. Put your hands up," and shoots a shot into the roof. Well, if it's not a problem, then I don't have to worry about it. I'm just happy that I'm acquitted of the charges, but my worry is I hope either he's gone for a long time Either dead, so he doesn't come back try to get at me for again. Because either or, I wouldn't know why somebody would want to frame me for anything anyways. I have a few
Are you a man that
enemies.
holds grudges?
Myself, not particularly. More so, I would say I'd hold a grudge on somebody if they were in my crew and they betrayed me, because I've been betrayed before, and it's just a nasty business.
That much I can understand. Betrayal is worthy of, well, a punishment of the highest order.
Yeah. And
I hear you're a man with a history, a past. Question born at that.
And at this point, it seems like everybody in Odessa sees it fit to know who I am and talk about me now. I've heard from lawmen, random festival that I'm quite the topic of conversation these days.
Indeed. So I'm not one that really cares much of a man's past unless he comes to cross paths with me. Even though I've never had an issue, I like to keep it that way. You don't seem to have much of a presence inside of me. Whether you do, you don't. Not much of my concern. As long as you don't have a problem with us, I'm a happy man.
Well, as I see it, I have no issues with you folks. And in fact, you folks try to help me find the son of a bitch. I appreciate that. And also, you're a man of business, you sell horses, is somebody I'd like to know. So when I need to get a horse, or maybe you might hear something about somebody I'm after down the road, do business.
Perhaps. That being said, when it comes to the man in red, I have something that you might be interested in. It might make you sleep better at night.
Well, I'm about to see that. And that is definitely the gun he shot me with as well.
Yes, it is. Confiscated off the man himself. It's yours now if you'd like it. Sign a good face.
Well, one thing I'm, I guess, a sap for is, mementos. And this will definitely be a memento of a long journey I've been through quite recently. Well, I appreciate it then. Thank you. Well, that's all I came to town for, because I remember one of you folks told me that Riley had something for me, and he told me that you had it now, so. I think I'm gonna go back to Rhodes and drink an entire bottle of whiskey and fuck a whore.
Sounds like a good night to me, mate. Fuck one for me.
Maybe. You take care, Bobby Redson.
Oh, Riker, you saved me a job. Oh, Lenny, calm
Look at
down.
me. I'm doing such a amazing thing for the community out there. Myself, acquitted of all charges, a free man once again.
Yeah, I was coming to find you to see what happened.
Well, as it is apparent now, my neck is in fact not broke and in one place.
Time, but they're not, you know? It's counteractive, if anything.
Morning, mister.
Glass of
So
whiskey.
that's it. You're free.
I'm free.
It's on me. I'll pay.
Well, I appreciate that,
I mean, I
Mr.
did
West.
$10 for no reason.
Well, you're lucky I came willingly then. Made you easy $10.
Yeah, you did. That's why you got yourself a whiskey.
And later tonight, I'm gonna buy myself a whore.
Do you know the man who just left you?
That man, Deputy Doyle Benson,
Benson.
that thing. Yeah. What about him, Mr.
Well,
West?
I was just telling them that I took you into Rhodes not long ago, and he seemed a little I say. He was asking questions. If you were still there, looked like he was gonna be off in a quick hurry if you were. I told you that you left.
I
So
do
I would be
wonder
careful.
whatever he could want with me.
Well, I guess now you're a free man. I don't know.
I've been acquitted of all charges, so maybe he's just slow to figure out that I'm a free man.
Maybe you should tell him.
I'll enjoy this whiskey first, and then I'll tell him.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out for you, Riker.
Oh, I'm glad as well. Thanks for the whiskey.
No problem.
Hi, Caleb.
Howdy, miss. How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, yeah. Just trying to keep Rudolph away from all the ladies. He keeps asking him questions.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Rudolph. I mean, he's been acting a little strange towards me today. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find himself a wife. And that's why he keeps marking ladies by their cooking skills and their hunting skills and...
Hi. Deputy Benson, I heard you might be looking for me.
Yes, Riker, can you give me just a moment, and I'll be with you in just a moment.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
He's a good guy, you know. I
He
still try to
is a
stick up
good
for
man,
him. Yeah, I still stick up for him, look after him. Crazy Horse was in here, almost disrespected him. I nearly turned around and slapped the boy.
Yeah. 10, 15 years away from his age. I mean, that ain't so bad.
Yeah, just closer than the real young ladies like myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. All right,
I'll
ma'am.
keep my eyes
You have a
open
nice
for a
day.
potential good lady. You too.
I appreciate that, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, Riker. Enjoy your freedom.
You take care as well.
Alright, so what now?
I need to speak with Benson before I leave. I just need to talk to him about payment, stuff like that. But after
Yep.
that, I can be on my way.
Alrighty, I'm gonna at least go grab Storm and give her a brush down. I'll wait for you.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, Benson, if I could just
And
speak with you for a moment at a time.
Speak of the devil.
Looks like you're quite popular today, Mr. Benson.
Okay, if you want, just give me that, and we'll talk later. That'll be fine. I just got some business I gotta take care of.
Come on, Storm, don't trample anybody in your way over.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Yeah, no problem.
What can I do you for, sir?
Oh, Mr. Lundale, let's step out back, please.
All right then, lead the way, sir.
After you.
Yes, this is my tiny
Well,
Mustang.
You were the one who wanted to talk to me. I figured that you would like to talk somewhere specific.
Yeah, she's not that much bigger than me.
No. Whoa! What is this the meaning of this
All
for?
right, Mr. Lundale, now. Calm down now.
Oh, what is the meaning of this?
You's wanted.
No, I'm not.
For the robbery of Under Sheriff Simmons.
Well, you are slow to catch up then. He's already acquitted me of the charges and I already been dealt with by him. I would not walk back into the town if I was wanted for something. I'm not a dumb man.
Are you sure about that? Because I just seen him a couple hours ago and he was looking for you.
I am sure, because he ran into me a couple hours ago. Now, sir, put me down, please.
And who was around to verify
Simmons
this
and two of his other boys.
I've already sent word to Blackwater. They should be here shortly.
I suggest you cut and run, friend.
Now, if it is misunderstanding, I do apologize, but you do understand now, right?
I hope you buy me a drink or something, because this is very annoying.
You don't happen to have any bank bonds on you now, do you?
Well, I'm not a bank robber, so I do not.
All right, I'm just going to take these weapons.
Now, you should understand, why would I walk back into town if there was a warrant for my arrest? Why would I approach you if there was a warrant for my arrest? Man, you are a dumbass. I'd rather you put me down, sir. Oh!
Yes,
Oh, my head! You son of a bitch.
Alright, now I just need to get in the cell here.
Yeah.
Alright, I have sent word to Blackwater, and we should hear back from them shortly. If this is a misunderstanding, I do apologize. Now, from what I understand, he was here just a couple hours ago looking for you.
Yes, and I ran into him in the west, and we dealt with all things there.
Shit. I thought he was a free man.
I am a free man. Deputy.
Well, I just got to get to the bottom of this now. From my understanding, that you kidnapped and robbed Under Sheriff Simmons yesterday in Blackwater.
Yes, and he's already come across me, and we dealt with it there.
And what was the solution to that? I don't believe he would just let you go.
I had to pay him back for what was lost and give him 2 guns and like $20.
It was Biggs or anybody there to verify this?
It was him and 2 of his other boys. And I never got their names.
So it was just the Blackwater boys?
Yes, the Blackwater boys.
Alright, we are sending word to them. I've already got somebody
Have you
on the
noticed?
train. They're probably already at Blackwater right now.
I usually have a shotgun and I lock one.
I do tend to believe you, Mr. Lundell. I do now. But you understand I do have to make sure, right?
Yes, and I understand how thick-headed the law can be. And I was enjoying my freedom and my drink, and now you've gotten my suit dirty, and I'm very annoyed.
As I said, now, he was just here a couple hours ago. I didn't think there was any way he can catch up with you. I rode down with him to St. Denis, and he said he was going to bed. So are you sure he caught up with you, or do you think that Biggs caught up with you and let you off of the murder of the Ricky and
I'm sure he caught up with me. I dealt with him in the west, then I came all the way to the south, the east, to talk to Biggs to deal with both situations. Mr. West over there brought me from the west to the east. So, pardon my annoyance, since I'm already squared away with the law. Maybe you let Blackwater do their business, and you do your business here in Valentine. How's that sound?
Well, if you kidnap and rob an underdeputy, I don't care what.
Well,
time
you
it is,
rob
when
him.
I
You
see
are arresting me out of your
I
district
am gonna
anyways.
Put you in a cell. When he comes and gives me that information, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, you're gonna hold me there to however long. What if he's asleep? What if he doesn't get back?
Why don't you? While we're here now, why don't you tell me what happened? Why would you kidnap and rob Under Sheriff Simmons?
Because sometimes I do dumb things like any man does.
So what happened now?
Well, he can explain to you when you see him, I guess. Because it's already been dealt with, you son of a bitch.
It's gonna be like that now.
Yeah. It's gonna be like that.
Racker, I would not talk to the deputy like that.
Man, deputy, thick-headed piece of shit.
No, but if you want to get out of here, you just calm down. I mean, you've already, got your innocence from Biggs. He let you go.
Yes, and I already dealt with Simmons and his boys down there.
As I said, I do believe you, Mr. Racker Lundell. Now, I just have to double check.
You want to go get your boys and bring them back? I'll watch him.
I've already sent word. I've sent Under Deputy Rudolph over to Blackwater. He should be headed back any moment now.
Let me tell you something. I have had a checkered past in New Alexandria, and when I do crime, I'm not the kind of person to waltz right back into town when I'm wanted of something. Doesn't matter if it's in the east or the west, because I'm not a dull-headed, thick sumbitch.
All right, Mr. Lundell, how's this sound? How about I just take you at your word, and I cut you free? And if he's lying to me, well, we'll deal with it then, all right?
I appreciate that very much, actually. And then you can have all the law on the east after me as well.
Sounds fair enough. I do believe you now. All right? Your story seems to make sense to me, and I'm not going to keep you here waiting on the train from Blackwater, all right? And like I said, I'm going to take you at your word. All right? And I hope you understand I'm just doing my job. Under Sheriff Simmons. I'm just getting used to him being Under Sheriff now. Under Sheriff Simmons was just here but a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he went to Strawberry, Valentine, looked for Mr. Biggs in the west. Or sorry, in the east. Couldn't find him. Went back down towards Armadillo, where he found me.
All right. Fair enough, then. I'm going to let you go.
And I would like my things back as well.
Of course. I just left them on the floor there in the other cell. Feel free to grab them.
Got my suit dirty for nothing.
Mr. Lundell, I do apologize. I'd be happy to buy you a drink.
Buy me a bottle while you're at it. Piss of shit town.
Seems fair enough.
My hat's still in there anyways.
Hi there.
Hello.
All right.